Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Ariana. I'm a part-time reseller and a mom of two. I actually just had my second baby girl 2 months ago, so I have not slowed down in the least. Today, I'm actually going to do a what sold with me. So this is going to be my sales from last Friday, January 7th until this previous Friday, which was January 14th. If you see me looking down, it's just because I'm going to be looking at some of my notes that I have here, but let's just go ahead and get into it. So overall, I had 23 items go out this week. It was a $551 sales week with a profit of $327. Okay, so we had a baby wake up from nap already. So if you hear some grunting, it is my littlest. Hi, sweet girl. Are you tired? Okay, so this first item that we had go out on Friday was this sanctuary top. It was called the Soul Dad Open Knit Sweater. It was 100% cotton. It was like this burnt orange color. I've had this for at least over a year, and it actually sold for full asking price of $27. My earnings were $19.14, and I paid $3 for this, so my total profit was $16.14. So not too bad for it being listed for over a year. That was the only sale I had that Friday. And then Saturday I had a bunch of sales actually. The first thing to go out was this Nike Pro top. This was like a thick, fuzzy, almost thermal-like insulated long sleeve, and it had this cute polka dot print. I had never seen anything like it before, so I did pick it up. I only paid $4.79 for it. It sold for $15. And my earnings were $10.50, which left me a profit of $5.71. So not a super high profit, but I find that these brands like Nike and Adidas just bring some traffic to my store, so I was happy to move that pretty quickly. And this next item that sold was this LL Bean blue and white striped pullover. It was like a quarter zip jacket, and this sold for $24. My earnings were $17.70. I paid $6.78 for it, which left me a profit of $10.92. This next item was really cute. I actually have only had this listed for about a month, but it's called the Venus American Flag Cold Shoulder Graphic Lounge Bodycon dress. But it had this really cute like shoulder cutout with the red, white, and blue flag strap and on the sleeves. This dress sold for $20, so my earnings were $14.50. I paid $7.99 for this, so I did pay it up a little bit. I was just expecting it to be a fast mover, which it was. I just didn't make a whole lot of profit off of it, so I profited $6.51 overall. Okay, this next item that I had go out, I actually had this listed for quite some time also. I think it was about 5 months, but it was this Wild Fable pink chunky knit sweater, and it was new with tags. However, it only sold for about $13, which I wasn't expecting much. I mean, this is just a Target brand, so my earnings were $10.05, and my cost of goods was $4.50, which left me a profit of $5.55. So I did pick it up because it was new with tags. I don't know if I would pick Wild Fable up again unless it was a good style. I was just expecting it to go pretty quickly, but it did sit for about 5 months. Next thing that sold was this Callaway coral colored golf tank top. I picked this up just because I knew that Callaway was a good golfing brand, and I only paid $2.99 for this. I think I got this at the Family Thrift Center. I had it listed for about a month. It sold for $10, and my earnings were $5.55, so I made a profit of $2.56. So definitely not high profiting item, but it did go pretty quickly, so I'm not disappointed with that. So that was the last item that sold for me on Saturday, and those were all Poshmark sales. Sunday, January 9th, I had a few sales as well. The first thing that went out was these athletic Trekkie North Jogger Burnt Sienna pants. They're jogger pants. They were in a size 2. I actually was thinking about keeping these for myself. I purchased these while I was pregnant, and I was thinking, oh man, once I'm not pregnant anymore, I want to keep these, but I ended up actually selling them. They didn't quite fit me right just after pregnancy, so these sold for $43. My earnings were $34.40. I paid $6.99 for these. I only actually had them listed for 2 weeks. I did purchase them while I was pregnant, but I had just listed them recently, so they went very quickly, and I had a profit of $27.41. So that was a great find there. The next thing that went out on Poshmark was this Old Navy jumpsuit. It was a blue and white striped linen jumpsuit. This was new with tags. I actually got this from a friend. I have a deal with my neighbor that anytime that she needs something that's sold, she'll kind of just give me a bunch of her inventory and whatever she has, and we just split it 50-50. So I get some free inventory and she gets part of the profit. So it works out really well. This sold for $20. My earnings were $16. I did not pay for this since it was from my neighbor, and I only had this listed for a month. So it went pretty quickly and I profited $8. There was a $16 profit, and then since I take half and she gets half, I profited $8 from that. Okay, this next item I also had listed for quite some time. This was a Joseph Ribkoff dress. It was navy blue and it had this like sheer mesh detail that was on the sleeves and like on the hem of the dress. It was new with tags. I was expecting it to go for a lot more than this. I don't know if I can't remember if I checked comps on it or not when I was picking it up, but it was listed for over 6 months. It sold for $27. My earnings were $21.60. I paid $9.99 for this, so my profit was $11.61. So not a great profit on that. Yeah, maybe if I would have sat a little longer, I could have gotten a better offer on it, but I just kind of wanted to move it out, honestly. This next piece was another new with tags item. This was a J. Crew contrast embroidered striped tunic top. This was like a light blue and white striped detailing, and then it had some embroidery on the top. It was really cute. I sold this for also $27, which made my earnings $21.60. I only paid $4.39 for this. It was listed about 4 months and I profited $17.21. Okay, these next two items sold on different platforms. So I had one eBay sale go out that Sunday. This was a Valerie Stevens, like almost a turquoise blue cashmere sweater. It was a turtleneck sweater. It sold for $36.60. The buyer was all in. I did not pay shipping on this. The buyer did pay shipping. I paid $3.99 for it. I only had it listed about a month, so my profit was $32.61. So that was a great item to find. I don't think I've ever sold Valerie Stevens before. It's definitely something I will look for, but I think more so just because it was 100% cashmere, 2-ply cashmere, which made it sell well. Okay, this next item sold on Mercari. This was actually an item from my ThreadUp mystery box that I got. It was like a vintage Ralph Lauren polo quarter zip. It sold for $28, so my earnings were $24.09. Overall, my cost of goods for that ThreadUp box was about $2.82 per item, which made my profit $21.27. So making some profit back on that box still, and it was only listed about 2 weeks, so very quick turnover for that. Okay, Monday, January 10th, I actually didn't have any sales that day, so it was a 0 sales day for me. But then Tuesday, I had 2 sales on Poshmark. The first one were these Tweed Gap Pants. Now, Gap isn't a brand that I would pick up. However, I got these from a friend who was getting rid of some stuff, and she had some clothing items in there. So I kind of just looked through what I thought might sell well, and I decided to keep these Gap pants to try to sell just because they were wool. They were like a wool blend trouser pant. They were really good quality, so I went ahead and listed them. They sold for a total of $16, which made my earnings $10.34. My cost of goods was $0 since I got them from a friend, and they were only listed about 2 months, so I made a profit of $10.34. So not too bad on that for a pair of Gap pants that I don't think would have sold otherwise. I would never have picked them up from the thrift store, but I was happy with that. And then I also had this planner, 2021 planner go out. This planner was a gift for Christmas. My husband purchased a planner that I had saved on my Amazon wish list, and it came in a pack of 3. So I don't remember it being a pack of 3, but anyway, they sent me 3 of these planners. I gave one of them to my sister-in-law as a gift, and then this one I decided to go ahead and list, and it sold for $15, which made my earnings $12. Each planner probably cost about $10 because it was $30 total for all 3, so I was basically making my profit back on that, but it was only listed about 5 days. I expected it to sell pretty quickly with the new year. That was a nice flip. Those are my only 2 sales on Tuesday. Wednesday, January 12th, I had a few sales. The first one were these J. Crew green linen shorts. Do you want your binky? These J. Crew shorts were in a linen blend, and they were this moss green color. I picked them up because I only paid $1 for these. They were 99 cents at the Family Thrift Center. and because of the linen blend content. So they sold pretty quickly. I think I had them listed for about a month. They sold for full asking price of $15, which made my earnings $12. I paid $1 for them, so I profited $11. So not bad, especially in the winter months for selling a pair of shorts. That was good. The next item that went out was on eBay. This was a Columbia top. This Columbia top, this was like a long sleeve blue, kind of like a base layer long sleeve. It sold for $14.30 on eBay. The buyer was paying for shipping, so I did not pay the shipping costs. I didn't pay anything for this. This was also a top from a friend that I had gotten, so I didn't pay anything. It was only listed about 2 months, so I profited $14.30. So not bad. I wouldn't have picked it up in the thrift store, however, it was free, so I decided to go ahead and list it. Columbia's another one of those brands that is kind of bread and butter for me. People say that it doesn't sell well, but I think it kind of brings traffic. It's a pretty well-known outdoor brand, so people are looking for it. Those are the only 2 sales I had go out on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I had 2 more sales on Poshmark. The first one was this mod cloth in a good size. It was in a size 2X, and it had this really pretty like scalloped detailing to the collar. And it was basically like a crop top. I decided to try it out and pick it up. Oh, it's okay. It only sold for $8, which made my earnings $5.05. I paid $3.59 for it, so I only profited $1.46. It was only listed about 3 months, so it moved pretty quickly, but I don't know if I would have picked it up again. It kind of seemed a little bit worn, so maybe just not the best quality. I'm glad that that moved quickly. The next item I've had listed for quite some time. It was about 6 months. These were a pair of Current Elliott white high waist stiletto pants. They had a little bit of a raw hem detailing with like a split in the ankle. These sold for $40, which made my earnings $32. I paid $6 for these, which means I profited $26. So not a great profit on Current Elliott. I don't know if it was because it was white. White jeans or colored jeans just don't really do that well for me. Even black jeans don't do the best. I think this was one of those brands that I had never found before, and I found it at a consignment, and I kind of wanted to just try it out and see how well it did. Maybe I should have tried with just like a basic pair of jeans before going with like a white denim. They were in a size 27, so a little bit smaller of a size maybe, but they were listed for over 6 months, so I'm definitely happy to move those out. Okay, then these last sales that I had on Friday, January 14th, just this past Friday, I had this Lularoe skirt. This is the Aztec print Azor skirt. It was new with tags. I got this also from my neighbor. This is the neighbor that I do a 50-50 profit on, so I sold this for $18. This was full asking price, which made my earnings $14.40. My cost of good was $0 because I got it from my neighbor. It was actually only listed about 2 months, so pretty quick. I profited $14.40, which made my own personal profits $7.20. So Lularoe I do not pick up. I pretty much decided to list it just because it was new with tags and thought I would give it a try. So I'm happy with that. Next, I had 2 sales on Mercari. These are the first sales that I'm getting on Mercari. I just started listing on Mercari probably about a month ago. I'm starting to see more and more sales on there. This first item was a Wild Fable dress. This dress I got in that Thread Up mystery box as well. It was this really cute leopard print, like tiered dress with a tie sleeve. And this dress sold for $15, which made my earnings $12.76. My cost of goods with the Thread Up box was about $3 per item, so I profited $9.94, and it was listed less than a month, so very quick moving. Pretty good profit for, you know, a Target brand. That dress I decided to list more based on style, and I think it did pretty well considering. This next item also sold on Mercari. These were the Aloe yoga pants. These were the slashed. These were called the high-waisted ripped warrior leggings. They kind of had like these slashed cuts throughout the legs that were, you know, manufactured distressing. They were in a size extra small, so I wasn't sure how quickly they would sell. I had them listed about a week only, and they sold for $50. I had them listed at $65, and somebody offered me $45, and I countered at $50, and they accepted that, so it made my earnings $43.25. I paid $7.43. Like I said, I only had this listed a week, and my profit was $35.82. So that was a really quick flip. I probably could have made a little bit more off of them, but honestly, I'm happier to see things kind of flip sooner than hanging on to them just for a little bit more profit. So those were the 2 sales that I had on Mercari. Then I had one sale on eBay. This was the soft surrounding paisley v-neck tunic top. It was in a good size. It was a plus size 1X, and this sold for $38.41. The buyer was all in. I did not pay shipping on this. I paid $4.99 for it. It was only listed about a month. I think I got this at the Family Thrift Center as well, and I profited $33.42. So really good profit on that. Soft surroundings does really well for me, especially in plus size or larger sizes like a medium or large. So I will pretty much always pick that up based on if the cost of goods is there, and generally at Family Thrift Center they don't mark that up, so I will pretty much always experiment with it and pick that up. And then I had one Facebook sale. This was the only Facebook sale I had this week. This was a Build-A-Bear. This was the Nick the Sock Monkey Build-A-Bear. I picked this up because it was new with tags. I found this at the Savers. I was kind of experimenting with picking up some plush to see how it would do. So this Build-A-Bear actually sold for $31.30, the buyer all in, with the buyer paying shipping, which made my earnings $18.43. I paid $6.39 for it, which gave me a profit of $12.04. I had it listed about 5 months. Not bad for a stuffed animal, honestly. Shipping is usually pretty easy with stuffed animals, and I haven't had a whole lot of Facebook sales, but that was a pretty good sale. So overall, with my 23 items sold, I had 16 sales on Poshmark, 3 sales on eBay, 3 sales on Mercari, and 1 sale on Facebook, which is kind of surprising for me. Honestly, eBay generally is my higher selling platform. Poshmark did pretty well for me this week. I don't know if it's because of the ability to share more or if I relisted. I use the Posher VA extension in my browser, so that kind of, sometimes I'll go in and do a delisting or a listing. It gives me a little bit more traffic to my store. So I don't know if that was the reason for that, but overall, not bad. Like I said, I had a total sales of about $550 and I profited about $327. So I would say that's a pretty good week. Very happy with that. So that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please let me know in the comments so I know what I can be offering you guys and what is most helpful. But I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.